Do you still believe that diamonds, gems, and jewels can be cursed even today? While we may be all superstitious at some point, we might need to believe in magic before believing in the curse. However, during different dynasties and rulers, many famous stones like the Hope Diamond or Regent Diamond were tightened up to misfortunes due to the unlucky accidents that happened to their owners, and hence, leading up to the tangled history. While there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of cursed diamonds and gems, some jewels were remarkably scandalous to the point that their prices were lowered, as no one wanted to buy them anymore. But in many cases, the beauty and rarity of these precious stones are undeniable, making them highly desirable and sought after. Just like the Koh-i-Noor diamond, right? For this video, we have chosen these 10 remarkable stones and jewels you will love to see and hear about. By the end of the video, we will ask you to write down the diamond or gem you believe indeed may be cursed and why. So shall we start? The Hope Diamond. No diamond remains more notorious and more renowned than the infamous 45-carat Hope Diamond, which is surrounded by legend and history. Some believe that this huge, deep blue diamond, which came from India, was cursed and would bring bad luck or even death to its wearer. But is it true, or the simple speculation? Legends of a curse arose after the diamond, thought to have come from the Golconda mines in India, was reportedly taken from a statue of the Hindu goddess Sita. Its turbulent history is replete with tragedies, thefts, and disappearances. It was stolen during the French Revolution and vanished for many years after being purchased by French King Louis XIV in the 17th century. Early in the 19th century, the diamond reappeared in London, where it was eventually purchased by American heiress Evelyn Walsh McLean. The idea of the Hope Diamond curse was stoked by a string of personal misfortunes that befell her family during her ownership. The diamond's shady origins and connections to colonial looting are legitimate concerns, even though the notion of a curse is more myth than reality. The story of the Hope Diamond serves as a reminder that these jewels, despite their beauty, are frequently associated with troubled pasts. And what do you think regarding the Hope Diamond? The Moon of Baroda. In order to promote the premiere of her film, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Marilyn Monroe famously sang, "Diamonds are a girl's best friend," while wearing a yellow 24-carat Moon of Baroda diamond on a plain black string necklace. However, her career faltered after the film's release. Was the so-called cursed gem the one to blame? If the gem ever crosses a sea or ocean, it will bring bad luck to its owner, is a rumor that has been spread for generations. And a lot of people claim that the diamond's past validates the curse. The Gaikwads of Baroda, an Indian dynasty of Maharajas that controlled a large portion of the western portion of the country, were the owners of the diamond, which was found in the Golconda mines, close to Hyderabad during the 15th and 17th centuries. The Empress Marie Therese of Austria received it after it traveled over the ocean in the 18th century, but she passed away at the age of 63. Additionally, Marie Antoinette, her daughter, had a difficult life, ending up in tragedy. After being given back to the Gaikwads, the diamond was put in a pendant and kept there for many years. Meyer Rosenbaum of the Meyer Jewelry Company in Detroit eventually acquired the stone in 1953. And he came up with the bright idea of having Marilyn Monroe wear it to promote the Diamond Heavy movie. Did Marilyn Monroe know the heavy past of the stone? We can't know for sure, but her life wasn't the long one as well. So, do you believe in the curse? Black Diamond. Another notorious gem is the 67.50-carat cushion, cut black diamond, also known as the Eye of Brahma. This diamond was once part of a larger gemstone in India, and was said to have been cursed by a Hindu idol. It allegedly brought misfortune to its owners, leading to rumors of suicide and murder. The Black Diamond and its owners have a history leading to death from tall building. The diamond dealer J.W. Paris, who brought the diamond to the United States, ended up committing suicide by jumping from a Fifth Avenue skyscraper. Princess Nadia Viggen Orloff owned the Black Diamond in 1947, which is when it got its name. The heiress was thought to have committed suicide when she jumped off a building that year. It's intriguing that the Hope Diamond's setting and that of this alleged cursed stone are so similar. Due to their comparable mountings, these two diamonds are frequently confused with one another. But where is it now? In the 1950s, Charles F. Winson, a gem dealer in New York, bought the black diamond and had it recut in an effort to break the curse. Perhaps some bidders were put off by the curse because it was sold merely for $350,000 at Christie's auction in 2006, which was a relatively low price for a diamond of this size and rarity. Le Collier de la Reine. Have you ever heard the story of a French queen whose love for diamonds doomed her royal days? That's the story of Marie Antoinette, who fell into a trap with an infamous diamond necklace. That 1772, Marie Antoinette's grandfather-in-law, King Louis XV of France, ordered the necklace, most likely for his mistress, Madame de Berry. Comprising 647 diamonds, it weighed 2,800 carats and cost 2 million livres, or $17 million in today's currency. Unfortunately for the king, it had taken the jewelers years to make. And in that time, King Louis XV had died of smallpox, and Madame de Berry had been suddenly exiled from court. As a result, even though the jewelers had made a significant personal investment, the necklace was still unpaid, and they were making a desperate effort to sell it. When the jeweler offered the necklace to Marie Antoinette, she wasn't about to buy it, nor probably had funds to allow one more bauble. However, as the scheme against the queen was already matched, her public image was further damaged in the years leading up to the French Revolution, when she was indicted for cheating the crown jewelers by ordering the necklace but never paying for it. However, the truth was much more subtle. While we never heard about the necklace anymore, the queen did pay for her diamond affair with her head. Koh-i-Noor Diamond. The Koh-i-Noor Diamond, which means Mountain of Light in Persian, has a tumultuous history that spans centuries. It was first mentioned in 1304 and has been passed down through various dynasties and empires. But what's wrong with it? Why the diamond that adorns the British crown jewels is among the cursed gems? The Koh-i-Noor, now weighing 105 carats, is indeed one of the largest and most storied historic diamonds in the world. Mined in India's Golconda region during the Kakatiya dynasty, it later crowned the Mughal Empire's peacock throne. After being seized by Nader Shah of Persia, the diamond changed hands multiple times, eventually becoming part of the British crown jewels in the 19th century. But why this diamond is believed to be cursed? According to a Hindu text dating back 1306, only God or a woman can wear it with impunity. And indeed, the stone, which belonged to several Mughal emperors, including Shah Jahan, who built the Taj Mahal, brought sadness and death to them for generations. He put the valuable diamond in his renowned peacock throne. Unfortunately, he would not be able to enjoy it for long because his own son overthrew and imprisoned Jahan. Since arriving in the UK, it has only been worn by female members of the British royal family, set into the crown of Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. However, for the coronation of Queen Camilla, the diamond was replaced by the Cullinan 5 diamond, which was earlier worn by Queen Elizabeth II as a brooch. Cursed or not, the diamond continues to be worn either in the female crown or staying safely in the Tower of London. The Black Prince's Ruby. This large polished ruby now rests peacefully in the crown jewels of the British monarchy, but it took centuries of bloody royal history to get into the British crown. The egg-sized stone was found in present-day Tajikistan and was identified as a spinel rather than a ruby before the distinction was made. In the 14th century, it was initially recorded as belonging to Muhammad of Granada, a Moorish prince. Don Pedro the Cruel of Seville assassinated his brother-in-law after he overthrew Muhammad. In 1366, Don Pedro confiscated the ruby and the other royal jewels. This seizure set off a bloody royal succession for the stone, which passed through the hands of multiple royals from Spain to France to England to Scotland. The stone's reputation for bad luck faded along with the turmoil in the British monarchy. For a stone with such a rich history, it sits in the imperial state crown today, which was worn by Queen Elizabeth for the yearly state opening of Parliament event. However, the legends about the Black Prince's ruby endure. What is ahead for this extraordinary stone will only become clear with time. The Princie Diamond. High-profile family feuds typically involve money, inheritances, and nasty sibling rivalries. And that's all about the Princie Diamond, which was claimed as stolen. But was it true? The Princie Diamond has been making headlines since Christie's sold the 34.6 5-carat pink diamond at a New York auction in 2013 for a record-breaking $39.3 million. Soon after, an Italian family came forward, claiming the diamond had been stolen by their step-sibling. According to experts, the Princie was found in India's fabled old Golconda mines, which were formerly the source of many of the most stunning diamonds in the world, 300 years ago. The stone was passed down through the generations of Indian monarchs and was first mentioned in the 18th century as part of the Nizam of Hyderabad's gem treasure trove. Maria Girani Angiolillo, the second wife of Italian industrialist Renato Angiolillo, who passed away in 1973, had acquired the diamond, which was known as the Princie. The diamond and a few of her gems were reported missing from her home by her son, Marco Oreste Bianchi Milella, after she passed away in 2009. A police report was filed by Angiolillo's first marriage's children, who were legally entitled to inherit the Angiolillo estate under Italian law. According to an investigation, Swiss gem dealer David Gall had consigned the Princie to the auction house after buying it from Milella himself for $20 million. Before it turned into a public family dispute in court, the situation was resolved. Can you just imagine the whole story? The Sancy Diamond. Charles the Bold is credited with creating the 55.23-carat pale yellow pear-shaped diamond, known as the Sancy. It has been stolen multiple times and was swallowed by a faithful servant rather than being given up to thieves. Later on, King Manuel I of Portugal, Charles the Bold's cousin, inherited the Sancy after his death in 1495. In need of money, he sold it to Nicolas de Harley, the diplomat who became Seigneur de Sancy, after whom the stone was named. Following his own financial collapse, de Sancy sold the stone to King James I. His servant swallowed the diamond while traveling from France to England, yet he was still slain. Being faithful didn't work out in this instance. The stone was lost during the French Revolution, returned to France as part of the French crown jewels, and then resurfaced in the possession of other royals. The diamond was purchased by William Waldorf Astor in 1906 as a wedding present for his wife, Lady Astor, who wore it in a tiara. Her descendants sold it to the Louvre Museum, where it now serves as a major source of pride for French people. The Regent Diamond. One of the most well-known and costly stones in the world is the Regent Diamond. With its nearly flawless cut and clarity, this 140.6 4-carat diamond is a very exceptional stone. However, its beginnings were sinister. In the early 1700s, a slave in India found it and hid it in a self-inflicted wound. In a horrifying turn of events, the English sea captain, who had vowed to assist the slave in smuggling the stone out of the nation, killed him and kept the light-colored diamond for himself. The curse had only just begun. The enormous diamond was named after Philippe II, the Duke of Orléans, the French regent who bought it in 1717. It stayed in the French crown jewels, first on Louis XVI's crown, and then on Marie Antoinette's hat. It was taken, along with several other diamonds and jewelry, during the siege of the royal palace in 1792. Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte received it back after it was found concealed in the attic rafters of an old house a year later. He placed the stone on the guard of his sword as a display of wealth and authority. His destiny also didn't turn out well. He was banished to a South Atlantic island after losing the Battle of Waterloo, where he passed away at the age of 51. Now set apart from the crown, the Regent is currently on display at the Louvre Museum. The Elizabeth Taylor Diamond. While the particular diamond wasn't cursed, and thanks God, we don't want to believe in any type of curses, but it has a scandalous story. The name of it is the Elizabeth Taylor Diamond, which was earlier known as the Krupp Diamond. Thieves knew what they were after tearing the diamond ring from German actress Vera Krupp's finger when they broke into her ranch north of Las Vegas in 1959. After tying her up with the cord of a lamp, they ran away with the diamond and $700,000 in cash. They stole a rare 33.19 carat D color Asher-cut blue-white diamond, so it wasn't just any simple bauble. The diamond was given back to the actress after the attackers were apprehended and put on trial. Following her passing in 1967, Richard Burton purchased the Krupp diamond as a surprise for his jewelry-loving wife, Elizabeth Taylor, at the then-record auction price of $307,000. One of Taylor's most prized possessions was her ring set with the Krupp diamond, which Christie sold for $8.8 million following her death in 2011, and named it the Elizabeth Taylor Diamond. While the existence of cursed diamonds and gems may never be proven scientifically, their allure and mystique continue to captivate believers and skeptics alike. Whether one chooses to believe in their supernatural powers or dismiss them as mere superstitions, the stories surrounding these cursed gems will always remain a source of fascination and intrigue. And what are your thoughts about it? Have you ever heard or noticed that gemstones may carry a negative energy? If yes, welcome to share any of your experiences, but we hope you avoid any bad omens or speculations. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching till the end.